Wow.
Hey, I'm Natalie.
I'm Melissa.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Charlie, and we're going to tell you about the hemlock trees.
Hey, I'm just going to give you a little bit of information about the hemlock trees in general before we get into depth about how the pests are affecting the trees. Hemlock trees are classified as evergreens and conifers with a soft textured appearance. If you visualize a pine tree or a Christmas tree, that's a lot what the hemlock trees look like. Hemlock trees are slow growing and long-lived. They can reach to be over 100 feet tall, and they spread from 25 to 30 feet. They're used mainly for landscaping. The hemlocks prefer rich, moist, well-drained soils, somewhat on the acid side, and they do poorly in dry, wind-spread locations. The plant is extremely susceptible to a foliage pest that has rendered this tree useless as a landscape plant throughout much of its range.
This pest is called the hemlock woolly adelgid. It is a fluid-feeding beetle that feeds on hemlock trees throughout eastern North America. The egg sacs look like tips of cotton swabs clinging into the undersides of hemlock branches. It was introduced from Asia into the Pacific Northwest in 1924, and it was first discovered in Pennsylvania in 1967. This insect has been damaging the hemlock ever since, and it is spreading. All the populations are made up of females that reproduce asexually. In the early spring, overwintering females lay between 100 and 300 eggs in the egg sacs beneath the branches. The mobile larvae, known as crawlers, emerge from the eggs in April or May to search for suitable feeding sites. The beetles suck fluid from the base of the hemlock needles. They may also inject toxins into the tree as they feed, and they accelerate the needle drop and branch dieback. And particularly in the mountains, it is not uncommon to find hemlocks where the insect has been killed on the top third of the trees, but they survive on the bottom 2/3 of the trees where it is colder and windier. Mild winters can result in sharp increases in the beetle populations. Winged birds and mammals often spread crawlers into the nearby hemlocks. Once settled at the base of the hemlock needles, crawlers become immobile nymphs which feed and mature into wingless or winged adult females by early summer. The winged form will die after searching for a suitable spruce tree that is not found in North America. The wingless form lays another 100 to 300 eggs on the hemlock. Crawlers emerge from these eggs to search for suitable feeding sites. Once settled, the beetles become dormant until October or November when it resumes development. Feeding continues throughout the winter and early spring.
Okay. If the hemlocks become extinct, it would be very bad, and it can happen, like the American chestnut. Several bird species get food and shelter from the hemlock trees, and they would be out of luck. Less shade also means that fish will not be able to live as long as the oxygen and the temperature in the water will go up. What are we to do about these beetles? Trying to use pesticides and sprays does not work because it kills the other trees and it also runs off into the local streams. We have also tried to introduce other insects to the ecosystems, but scientists and environmentalists are hesitant to do that because it could have just as negative effects as the beetle.
In order to raise awareness about this beetle and the hemlock trees, there is the Hemlock Festival, where several bands are playing, including Solstice Sisters and Emerald Rose. This band is on November 7th, or not this band, this festival is November 7th, 8th, and 9th. Near Dahlonega, Georgia. You can get more information on MySpace /Hemlock Festival.